Good afternoon and welcome. My name is Jim Garrett and I'm president of the Chicago Southland Convention and Visitors Bureau. And on behalf of our board of directors and staff, we're delighted that you've joined us here today for our first and hopefully our last virtual annual meeting. At our annual meeting last year, the ballroom was filled to capacity with our hospitality partners, our Chicago Southland mayors, legislators, and many of our Bureau supporting members. However, today we're not living in normal times. I'm here today in the Grand Ballroom at the Doubletree Hotel by Hilton Chicago also, all alone in an empty ballroom, which is so very strange. What is so ironic about the situation is that the Convention Bureau's mission is to bring people together. However, the effect of COVID-19 virus is forcing everyone to stay apart, stay away from each other, which is incompatible to the Bureau's mission, which is to bring people together. This year, we're all sailing in uncharted waters, and many of our Chicago Southland hospitality partners are facing serious challenges, and so many have been adversely affected. However, in times of adversity, resilience is an essential quality to possess. As we strive toward recovery and restoring our region, it is vitally important, now more than ever, to adjust and remain resilient and reinvent our approach to aggressively and continually market nonstop the Chicago Southland. Despite the many obstacles we've all had to overcome, the Bureau's fiscal year ended in June 2020 with a very productive year. Here now is a quick snapshot of only a few of those successes. Take a look. For more information on some of these successes, I would suggest that you take a look at our annual report, which you can find online at visitchicagosouthland.com/annual report. However, the Bureau's annual report is much more than charts, graphs, and numbers. It's a reflection of a truly dedicated professional staff, which contributes to the ongoing success of the Convention and Visitors Bureau. Over 50% of our staff have been working at the Convention and Visitors Bureau for over 20 years. Think of the longevity and experience that comes with that. Their experience is extremely important and translates into building long-term trust relationships with our customers, which eventually convert into new business for the Chicago Southland. We are so greatly proud of the wonderful work they do. I would now like to introduce a wonderful group of highly talented professionals and a staff that do so much work in promoting, marketing, and selling the Chicago Southland.
Sally Schlesinger, Executive Vice President.
Mary Patrin, Director of Sales. Christy Stevens, Sports Market Manager.
Toby Fitzpatrick, Smurf Tour and Travel Market Manager.
Kim Koslowski, Director of Marketing.
Katie Arvia,
Communications Manager.
Mike Hoffman, Director of Finance and Administration.
Bernice Shive, Receptionist.
You guys are the best. I would now like to introduce Sally Schlesinger, Executive Vice President for the Convention and Visitors Bureau. For over 29 years, Sally's been a great team leader and an important contributor to the Bureau's ongoing success. And for me, Sally has been one of the best Bureau partners anyone could ever ask for.
Hello, I'm Sally Schlesinger, Executive Vice President of the Chicago Southland Convention and Visitors Bureau. As the official destination marketing and management organization for the entire Chicago Southland, our mission is to bring outside dollars into the area, thereby creating true economic growth. The CVB is funded primarily through hotel-motel tax. Last year, the state of Illinois generated $296 million in hotel-motel tax. The Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity provides a local tourism convention bureau grant program for 38 certified CVBs like us throughout Illinois to market and sell their region on a state and national level. As an Illinois certified CVB, we qualify for this LTCB grant, which accounts for roughly 50% of our funding. Last fiscal year, we were awarded a little over $1.5 million from the state of Illinois. We are required to match this grant with local hotel-motel tax dollars from our municipalities. Each of our funding municipalities collect a 1% tax on our behalf to support the hotels and motels in their community, as well as contribute to the success of the Chicago Southland as a region. This local funding is a requirement to qualify for this grant. The Chicago Southland CVB would lose these state grant dollars to competitor CVBs outside the Chicago Southland region if we were not locally supported. Our funding municipalities benefit directly from CVB programs, including our national sales and marketing efforts. And fortunately, they value and realize the importance of being part of a regional destination. Each of the Chicago Southland municipalities have unique amenities. The broader our portfolio, the more successful we can be in attracting visitors to the Chicago Southland. There was a time when no one referred to this region of our 62 municipalities as the Chicago Southland. The Chicago Southland CVB has invested over 30 years and millions of promotional dollars to establish the Chicago Southland name. When they privatized the Lincoln Oasis, we convinced them to change the name to the Chicago Southland Lincoln Oasis. Chicago Southland has indeed achieved the recognition as a destination. The competition is fierce, and national group planners rely on CVBs as their point of contact. The Chicago Southland region is not only recognized internally, but externally as well, by the media, business community, and hospitality world. For the 29 years that I've been with the CVB, this has been one of the most difficult times for the tourism industry, which generates a significant economic impact for the Chicago Southland. This year, our state grant funding was cut by nearly 50%, and local hotels and other hospitality amenities have been extremely impacted as well. While our funding has been reduced for the fiscal year 21, our sales and marketing teams are continuing their strong program of work on regional and national levels. The resources that the Chicago Southland CVB offers are vast, as our 30-plus years has created thousands of client relationships and hospitality partnerships. It is because of these partnerships, both locally and nationally, that we are able to continue our program of work promoting the Chicago Southland to meeting planners, tour operators, and sports organizers. We have been fiscally responsible over the years and have created a strong financial position that has allowed us to be prepared for such a devastating time for our industry. We've adjusted our focus and energy from expansion and growth to the reinvention and restoration of the Chicago Southland tourism industry. Our entire staff is directly focused on building relationships with clients to ensure that our region is top of mind when conditions allow for the return of meetings, tours, and sporting events. Thank you to all of our partners for your contribution in making the Chicago Southland a viable destination. It is with great pleasure that I introduce today's guest speaker, Greg Mahalich. Greg is with the Illinois Office of Tourism and currently serves as the LTCB Grant Manager and Sports Illinois Liaison. Greg has always been a huge advocate for the Chicago Southland CVB. It has been an honor working with Greg, and we are grateful for his leadership and dedication to the LTCB grant program. And now, here is Greg Mahalich.
Thank you, Sally. Hi, my name is Greg Mahalich, Program Manager for the Illinois Office of Tourism. I'm honored to be joining you all virtually today. As you know, the state relies heavily on Illinois CVBs for national sales and marketing outreach to bring meetings, tour groups, and sporting events to the state through national trade shows and other promotions. Not only do convention and visitor bureaus bring groups to the state, they also provide invaluable services to these groups, including media assistance, customized publications, and additional pre and post event services. For example, last year, the Chicago Southland CVB secured media coverage for the 2019 National Beard and Mustache Championships after bringing the group to the Chicago Southland, resulting in over 20 million media impressions via television, radio, and print publications such as Fox News, ABC7, The Man Cow Show, and WGN. Other events brought to the area and publicized by the Chicago Southland CVB include the Midwestern Amputee Golf Association's All Disability Open and NXL Paintball Open, just to name a few. The state supports the funding of CVBs through the local Tourism and Convention Bureau grant program. Each grant recipient must match a portion of the grant through local leverage funds. Individual municipalities in the Chicago Southland invest collectively to match just a portion of this grant. Therefore, as the state continues to support the important work of CVBs through funding, it is imperative that municipalities do so as well, to aid in the restoration of the Chicago Southland region and beyond, and to continue the important work of bringing in outside dollars. In my 18 years with the Illinois Office of Tourism, I've had the pleasure of working with several Chicago Southland CVB staff members. I have always appreciated their professionalism, passion, dedication, and hard work. In fact, they have a fantastic reputation within the state and with other CVBs. As previously mentioned, the state of Illinois recognizes the importance of CVBs and the immense value that they bring to our state. Last year alone, 120 million visitors enjoyed Illinois and generated $2.5 billion in state and local tax revenue, thanks in part to local convention and visitors bureaus. Convention and visitors bureaus are important now more than ever. Chicago Southland hotels, attractions, restaurants, and other local amenities are relying on your Convention and Visitors Bureau to help bring guests back to their businesses. We look forward to maintaining a long-term working partnership with the Chicago Southland Convention and Visitors Bureau, and together we will overcome the current challenges we all face. Thank you for your time, be safe, and we look forward to working with you.
Thank you, Greg. I'm Mary Patrin, Director of Sales with the Chicago Southland Convention and Visitors Bureau. 2020 has not been a conventional year for any of us, but I am proud to say that the sales team here at the CVB has been working tirelessly to proudly represent and sell the Chicago Southland. In fiscal year 20, we attended 23 industry trade shows. Since the onset of COVID-19, many trade shows have been converted to virtual events. This transition from in-person to virtual trade shows has allowed us to safely continue our work of selling and representing the Chicago Southland region nationally to meeting planners, tour operators, and sports organizers. We have been maintaining and developing relationships with clients not only through these trade shows, but also through targeted phone calls, informational emails, one-on-one Zoom appointments, and our recovery video. In May, we shared this recovery video with clients, letting them know that when they're ready, we're here. Let's watch. The Chicago Southland CVB has also been continuing to give back to the community through our social responsibility projects. In December, we presented checks to Oscar Mike, Paws Tinley Park, and Together We Cope on behalf of the 2019 National Beard and Mustache Championships. Proceeds from the event totaled nearly $10,000, and each local charity received $3,450. Additionally, we once again partnered with Turn 2 for Youth and local park districts to collect and donate over 1,700 pieces of new and used baseball and softball equipment. This equipment was distributed throughout the United States, giving underprivileged children the chance to play the game they love. I am pleased to report that the Chicago Southland region has had the highest hotel occupancy rate in the greater Chicagoland area, including Chicago, during the COVID-19 pandemic. This is thanks, in part, to the Chicago Southland's location. Our region is accessible via 6 major interstates and is within a 5-hour drive of 8 states. Because of the Chicago Southland's convenient geographic location, essential workers continue to utilize our hotels for work, and when travel restrictions eased, regional visitors participated in staycations. The occupancy rate is also a testament to our incredible hotel staff and their dedication. Thank you to all of our hotel partners who continue to provide excellent stays for visitors even in these difficult times. I would personally like to thank you for your continued support of the Chicago Southland Convention and Visitors Bureau. It is because of partners like the following organizations that we are able to continue promoting and selling our great region nationally.
Hi, my name is Paul Cantrell, General Manager of the Hampton Inn & Suites in Bridgeview, located on site of SeatGeek Stadium. I also serve as Treasurer on the Chicago Southland CVB's Executive Committee. While group business is halted during these COVID times, I've been working closely with the CVB staff on different hotel programs to help secure future short-term group business for the Chicago Southland. During these extremely difficult times for the hotel, we need to partner with the CVB now more than ever for exposure of our hotels on a national level through their client relations, trade shows, and marketing programs.
Hi, I'm Annie Byrne, General Manager at the Southland Center in Linwood, Illinois. During this difficult time, knowing that the CVB is continuing to market and sell the facility to sporting event organizers nationally through their clients and trade shows has been great. They are continuing to come out for site inspections with potential groups and are generating profitable leads, not missing a beat through the pandemic. Despite COVID-19 and all the restrictions in place with it, we continue to work together as partners to forge ahead to pursue future sports business and continue to work together.
Hi, I'm Amy Camp, Vice President of Marketing for Evil Horse Brewing Company. While we were all slowed down a bit by the impact of COVID, the CVB continued to move forward with several exciting projects. The new Cheers and Beers guide promotes all our area breweries, events, and the Dixie Highway Brewery Trail beautifully. The CVB also recently arranged a radio giveaway on 101.9 The Mix that helped promote Evil Horse and all the other breweries on the trail. I am always proud to partner with the CVB team.
Thank you, Mary. I'm Kim Koslowski, Director of Marketing for the Chicago Southland Convention and Visitors Bureau. Although this year has been a tumultuous time for all of us, I am fully confident that we will come out of this stronger than ever before. I'm proud to say the marketing department at the CVB has been hard at work creating new guides, campaigns, and promotional materials for the Chicago Southland region. This year, we published our 2020 Visitors Guide, a coupon book, a Festivals and Events Guide, and our brand new Chicago Southland Brewery Guide, Cheers and Beers. This guide is an all-access pass to our area's craft breweries, wineries, and distilleries. It also features beer and wine-related events, accommodation listings, and Dixie Highway Brewery Trail information. Not only did we publish several guides, we also launched the new To a T campaign. This fun and unique campaign highlights just a few of the many amenities that the Chicago Southland has down to a T, including trails, trains, tunes, and tap rooms. The To a T campaign coincides with the launch of our new Trails app as well. The first of its kind in our area, the Chicago Southland Trails app explores the 40,000 acres of forestry and countless miles of trails in the Chicago Southland region, including helpful trailhead and parking information. The Trails app can be accessed on our website or via our free Visit Chicago Southland app, where it also includes accommodations, restaurants, and nearby events, allowing for a more complete Chicago Southland experience. The completion of both the To a T campaign and the Trails app came at an ideal time, as we saw the resurgence of leisure travel during the summer and people began to go on local road trips or getaways. We also participated in the 16-week Illinois Road Trip Roundup series with 18 other Illinois CVBs. From May through September, we explored different amenities around the state like restaurants, family-friendly activities, outdoor fun, golf courses, arts and entertainment, and more. Additionally, we launched a staycation specials page on our website, partnering with local hotels to offer residents discounted rates to encourage hotel bookings. Despite the setbacks caused by the pandemic, I'm proud of all that we've accomplished. We look forward to the future where we will continue to promote and market the Chicago Southland region.
Thank you, Kim. I now have the pleasure to introduce Richard Brink, General Manager of the DoubleTree by Hilton, Chicago also. As a veteran with over 33 years of hospitality experience and having served on our board of directors since 2018, Richard will now serve as the Bureau's chairman for fiscal year 21 and 22. Congratulations, Richard, and we look forward to your leadership and working with you closely for the next 2 years.
Thank you, Jim. And I would like to take a moment to thank Daniel Fitzgerald for his dedicated service to the Chicago Southland CVB and present him virtually with this plaque. Daniel, thank you for your leadership as chairperson for the past 2 years. You leave very large shoes to fill. Thank you. As a proud partner of the Chicago Southland CVB, I was honored to be asked to serve as the chairperson. While this year has not gone quite as planned, I have full confidence in both the Chicago Southland CVB staff and my fellow board members to continue to represent and market this great region. After working in several different regions throughout Illinois, I can confidently say that the Chicago Southland Convention and Visitors Bureau is the strongest in the state of Illinois. This is due in part to the continued commitment to the Bureau as well as the team we have in place. While other bureaus have weakened over the years and in some cases have gone away completely, our Bureau persists amid a worldwide epidemic at that. The Chicago Southland has had the highest hotel occupancy rates throughout the Chicagoland area during the COVID-19 pandemic, thanks to the continued support and dedication that our entire team has to our region. I am proud to be a representative of the Chicago Southland and vow to serve as chairman with honor. Thank you, and I'm honored to be your chairman.
Thank you, Richard. I would also like to thank Daniel for his service as chairperson for the last 2 years, and also our executive committee and our 35 board of directors for their continued and valued support. As mentioned before, we're all in uncharted waters, and not knowing or fully understanding the impact of COVID-19, the Bureau went to work and implemented a long-term hospitality recovery plan, all center-focused to maintain ongoing relationships with our existing customers and establishing connection with new clients. That plan is constantly being updated. We will continue to attract and work closely with those event planners for conventions, meetings, seminars, conferences, trade shows, family reunions, military reunions, group tours, and sport tournaments. And because of COVID-19, many of the previously booked business and events were either postponed or rescheduled for future dates. And the Bureau staff, working closely with our hotel partners and many of our Chicago Southland venues, have made that happen. Our message has been very clear and direct. When you are ready, we are here. Although we have faced unprecedented challenges this year, the Chicago Southland CVB will remain resilient as we move forward, restoring the vibrancy for the hospitality industry for our region, making it better and stronger than ever before. The words slowing down, hesitation, waiting, giving up are not in the Bureau's vocabulary. And trust me, there's also no pause button at the Chicago Southland Convention and Visitors Bureau. Thank you again for joining us today. And with the recent encouraging news of a possible COVID-19 vaccine, we optimistically look forward to having you join us here next year at the Doubletree Hotel by Hilton, Chicago also, when the Chicago Southland Convention and Visitors Bureau will be celebrating its 35th annual meeting and awards luncheon. And until then, stay safe and have a wonderful day.